And I am so excited. Sometimes I just sit back and listen to the teasers. They're actually teasing, Yes, never ever will you be stranger on your own land. Where are you listening from this afternoon? And view from as well. It's good to be back on State of the Nation. As far as I'm concerned, I beat the debate yesterday. I am the official winner of the debate. So yes, I'm going to be here until Chief Grace join me later on. He's in a strategic meeting and will join me later on. Okay, so he always promises to be great on State of the Nation. Yes, God bless Liberia. So much in love with this song. Okay, yes. Just want to highlight this text from Mr. Gray Johnson Wilfred. Yes, so many messages came yesterday after yesterday's edition. Yeah, and this one says from Mr. Gray Johnson Wilfred. Actually, you don't know me, neither do I, a regular listener to you and Chris on your program, The State of the Nation. Yes, I think you guys are exceptional. And yes, thank you, sir. And Pastor Follow Kula. Pastor Follow Kula. He asked me, you beat the debate, and when you did not pick my calls and my text messages, your sorry was so hot in here yesterday. So very some few minutes from now at three o'clock. Yes, we'll be taking the President's Young Professionals Program, a team from the President's Young Professional Program. Recruitment opens for the 12th cohort. Yeah, so the team is just right around, and we're going to have a wonderful time to get a strong, wonderful young women. Okay, so before I bring the song down, three polite words that you usually hear and sometimes not used by us. I will include myself, right? And these three powerful words are please, thank you, and I am sorry. How many times do you use these words? They are, so simple but very powerful. How many times do you tell people, please, thank you, I am sorry? Yes, back when I interacted with the kids in grade one for uh, these are polite words that put on a bowl. I had to put on a bowl, and then we got used to it. You have to say please. You have to say thank you. You have to say I am sorry. Yes, Liberia is on the rising. Yes, Liberia is on the rising. So how many times do we use these polite words? How many times? So you have to tell someone please. You have to say I am sorry. You have to say thank you. Get used to using those three polite words. You will never regret using them. You will never ever regret using them. Yeah, so Pastor Kula said, I was defending your stance strongly because Chris slipped the topic you put up. But this is the reason I really wanted to make my input. You see, that's why I just declared myself winner. Yeah, so I'm here alone. For now, I'm the winner. Yes, sorry. It was so difficult to get all of the messages being read. Okay, Liberia is on the rising. Good afternoon. It's good to be here again. Yes. How are you doing this afternoon? Yeah, so let's take Orange. Orange remains Liberia's best GSM company. Yes, a proud sponsor of State of the Nation.
Router, fast speed internet, and followable data pass. I have no excuse to not get one router in my house. Yeah, let me run now to put them for me and the family.
Get your home internet router from any Orange store or POS around the country and enjoy affordable data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes valid 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes valid 30 days. There's a pack for everyone. Enjoy using the fastest speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
I said, Orange now what's again? Orange now do again.
What they shot in the person for? You just pass here around them, starting the whole community.
Oh, you don't hear the news? Orange got PC devices, smartphones, AirPods, and internet router.
You joking? Tell me more.
That's right. This is the season for more. Everyone deserves a smartphone and an internet device, and we have more to go around. Enjoy 50% discount on selected smartphones. Get yourself an Orange earbuds for $23 instead of the usual price of $45. All new customers enjoy 40% discount on the rechargeable home internet router. Purchase it for $41 instead of $69, and all old customers enjoy double when you activate any package on your home internet device. Dial *833# to activate. Visit any of our stores or POS to purchase. For more information, call 111 or visit our Facebook page. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
My man, life just got so much better for me, man. Wow. What happened? I now have the choice to do anything I want to do in one bundle. My man, you speaking in Paul. Terminating simple English. Orange I created a bigger and better all-in-one bundle for everyone. I can get data, local call, international calls, SMS, everything in one bundle, my man. Oh, this is something too good to be true, John. My man, the thing is indeed to come true.
A bundle that has more boosts. Orange Fusion Bundle. Enjoy a mixture of unlimited calls, unlimited SMS, and up to 52,000 megabytes of data from 50 cents to $50 for daily, weekly, and monthly packages. Dial *888# to subscribe. Visit our website on www.orange.com.lr or call 111 for more details. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
No need to spend plenty of money on traditional septic tank that has a lot of different challenges. Biodigester septic tank is the best modern solution for all waste management. One biodigester septic tank can serve you for more than 25 years with no problem. Cheetah Construction Company of Africa Incorporated also gave 1 to 2 years period of free maintenance. Additional services include building construction, electrical wiring, plumbing, POPCD and sculpture, and many others. For more details, visit Cheetah office at Covenant Builders Campus, Vocal Mission, Peaceville, Liberia, or call 0776-454130, 0776-454130, or 080984569. Or you can visit our Facebook page, Cheetah Construction Company of Africa Incorporated. Cheetah, your trusted partner for all construction needs. No need to spend plenty of money on traditional septic tank that has lot of different challenges. Biodigester septic tank is the best modern solution for all waste management. One biodigester septic tank can serve you for more than 25 years with no problem. Cheetah Construction Company of Africa Incorporated also gave 1 to 2 years period of free maintenance. Additional services include building construction, electrical wiring, plumbing, POPCD and sculpture, and many others. For more details, visit Cheetah office at Covenant Builders Campus, Vocal Mission, Pittsville, Liberia, or call 0776 454130, 0776 454130, or 080984569. Or you can visit our Facebook page, Cheetah Construction Company of Africa Incorporated. Cheetah, your trusted partner for all construction needs.
Okay, your trusted partner. Quickly, with half what you can. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can place in your call, my man, Chief. Yeah, just place in your call. He wants to contribute quickly before we can go to our guests, at least for a few minutes. Yeah, half what.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, we're going to have you on quickly.
Yeah, Magdalene. So let's say it's only lazy Christian that will make statement that...
No. That's not what you call for. You told me about the 3 point you wanted to...
Yes.
Yeah, so let's stick to the topic now. That's what we talk about. We finished with that one yesterday.
Good.
Okay.
So in one's life, there's 3 walking sticks you must always use. And I talk on this on Liberty Radio and the Voice of Hope on Inspirational Talk.
When? Today or?
Yeah. So the 3 sticks include thank you, sorry, and please. You see, you must say please in your life if you want something. And the please should be please as a whole is a polite word. But there's a way you will use a please and it will not also be polite. So if you want something from someone, it is please and please. And when you are talking to your Heavenly Father, you are appealing in the form of please. You don't say please to someone, please give me the thing. And when the person go to give you say that other thing that when I'm plenty money that I don't want you to give me, your please has become useless. Because the person, you ask the person, give me $100. Because you took out $1,000, you say, I have money. So the person tells you, you're not ready. When you say please, it's very much important. It's softening everything. It's softening the ground. Let me leave that and go to the word sorry. The word sorry is very important in one's life. Every time you do a wrong, you say sorry. And I've come to tell people that you don't force someone to tell somebody sorry. Sorry should be, you should be convicted of yourself of what you have done. So when people go to kids, they say, go and tell the person sorry. No, the person is not convicted. Let the person serve after explanation, because there are things you do in life. That everything you do, you will realize the wrongness, except somebody can explain. And when they explain the wrongness of what you have done, and you understand that it is wrong, you are convicted. You go and say, please, sorry. When you say sorry sincerely from your heart, it holds water, it holds ground, and the person will forgive you.
Okay, so but there, so I want to ask: is it sometimes people say sorry? That means they are wrong, or because they just want to be strong enough to keep relationship, whether intimate or other relationship as well, any other relationship.
Sometimes in a relationship, you say sorry. It's not always time you're wrong. It's only because you want to.
No, I just want you to know this relationship we're talking about. It's not between couple, or it's not. I don't want you to limit it to couples now, between man and woman. That relationship at work, at whatever place you find yourself, the relationship with people. Yes.
now this is what you come to know, that every time somebody does wrong and does not want to realize, and you, because you want to keep that relationship, you say sorry, you give the person the room to continue to do the wrong as well. So it is not always good to accept yourself to say sorry when you know the person is wrong, because you always make the person give it a habit to continue to do it to the next person. So when they are wrong, they must be sincere and know that they are wrong.
Let me blame you with someone. He keeps yes. Okay, go on.
Okay, so that's sorry. It should be genuine. It should come from, you see, reconciliation without true genuine sorry. Reconciliation without true genuine sorry will not hold water.
Okay, so let me hear from someone. So another person is on the line. Please please introduce yourself.
Hello?
Yes, sir, you are on.
Okay, Magdalene, good afternoon. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. I just merged you with Hartford. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Mr. Harper, good afternoon. Good afternoon, my dear. Okay, my name is Kofi Kamara, calling from Dupo Road, right opposite the True FM station. Magdalene, I want to say thank you for accepting my call on this program. It's a very unique program. It's my favorite program.
Okay.
Since the program started last year, if I can remember, I've been one of the constant listener to this program.
Okay.
And always partake. Magdalene, it is, look, the word thank you, please. And, you know, it's a word. It's a word that puts you on the right path, in line with your home discipline, even your childhood discipline when you live for your parents, those discipline that they put you. If you take them in well, they put you on those paths. You know, when you just talk about the word thank you, something happened here just now to my house. My wife is cooking, and then one part of the fish that I love so much is the egg. Now she got an egg already. She finished eating it. She called me right away after you got through talking about thank you. She called me and said, come. And I walked to her, sitting under my plum tree. I walked to her, and she gave me the fish egg. When I look at her, that the fish egg, I said, thank you. Then my heart rang to just the program. That's what I called to say. Okay. Thank you for reminding Liberians. Thank you for putting us on the right path. It's a good thing, you know, we'll always learn from you. Thank you, Madam. Happy New Year.
Same to you, and my regards to your family as well. So last night around midnight, I was listening to one very powerful preacher, and then I got reminded, because I can remember years back when I was teaching the grade 1, these are words I always got the kids used to. Polite words, please, thank you, sorry.
Thank you at last. That's why I want to use that word, thank you. I want to explain what it meant when you say thank you. That's
okay, yeah, go on.
At last. Because it has a powerful tools within it. Now, you see what we do to our God in heaven. When day breaks, we just jump out and just go without saying, Father God, thank you. Now, if your child does that to you, you give your child something and he or she turns his back and go without saying thank you, you get angry. And we do that to our Heavenly Father as a whole. We wake up in the morning, you know, when you are sleeping in your house there, the demons are fighting there, and God protects you. When you get up the presence of Jesus, you say, God, I thank you for giving me the time of life, for giving me the strength, for giving me the energy to see another day. Father God, I thank you. It is better to have a life to breathe than to be having diamond around you and you cannot see them and you are dead. So we must say thank you. When somebody gave it, I got a complete topic on the word thanks. And I think I will have to come there. If you say thank you, the one you say thanks to, it makes them to feel happy.
No, not just sometimes. You have to modify it. Not just thanks, right? But thank you. But
no. That is what I'm saying. If you Magdalene give me something, and I say, oh, thank you. The way I will start to dance and rejoicing over it and say, oh, thank you. You that receiving that thank you are also happy. You are surprised. And because of that thanks, it will bring another more. you give somebody something and the person said thank you. They happy, they rejoice and say God will bless you. You are surprised. You are happy within yourself.
Yeah.
You are pleased.
So I'm sending to this business area, and then this guy, well built Kim, he hit me the first time he went. I didn't talk. I was very quiet. I mean, that's his business place, so I didn't talk the first time. Then he went in, came back, and hit me again. And came out. So I told him, I said, I corrected him. I said, but you just passed it, you hit me. I didn't say a word, and you know very well. Now you came back, trying to, you hit me again, and you. So what do you really want from me, or what do you really want me to tell you? So at times, some, people are just so violent, they don't use these words. And if sometimes, at the end of the day, I mean, we just say, I don't know whether it's pride or how you look at it. Somebody will just pass, hit you, and you find that in real life. You find that in the streets.
Thanks, it doesn't open more doors for you.
No, I'm also talking about, I'm sorry. Like, for example, somebody buys something from you. Are you, as a business person, tell the person thank you? But these are things that people can overlook, or they feel like in here you need to buy right. If you buy, yes.
If somebody drove you and on a motorbike again and you pay the man, I always told the motorbike, the fellow that just brought me, I just passed with a bag of rice, and I came, and he put me down, I told him, I paid him, and I told him thank you. I even added $20 for his school water, and when I told him thank you, he said thank you. And how it should be.
Okay.
Even the husband and wife in the house, when you're feeling having that intimacy, you must turn around and say thank you to your wife. Oh, baby, thank you. I enjoy what you did today. Oh, sweetie, thank you. Thanks, it brings out many things. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, you really gotta go now. Yeah. Okay. So let me go straight to Studio B. I have two powerful young women. They will give their own input before we can go further to our topic on the discussion today. Miss Randolph Darling Johnson and Madam Siada Stevens. That last name I will work for a second, but I won't get in trouble. How y'all doing? It's good to have you guys on this afternoon.
Good to have you, Magdalene. How are you today? And thank you for having us here.
All right, so you're welcome, and thanks too for coming. So what you listen to us, and we are talking about the three polite words. Maybe if you have you got more from your end, you can add it up. But we have please, thank you, and I'm sorry.
Well, these are really simple things that we should start to teach from childhood, from our children. We should tell them to say, please, thank you, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Okay, yeah.
So if you don't learn those things earlier on, you turn to just treat people anyway and expect that they will understand. So, for example, I will push you and then just pass, or I will see you standing in the way and try to push myself and get by. But it's good to just start earlier on, in my opinion, to make sure that it's in our system, it's in our society, in our culture, is to start to teach it early. So for those who don't know it now, as old as you can get, you can still learn and relearn and unlearn. So
yeah, darling.
Yeah.
You want to come closer to the microphone? It's very low.
Okay.
Let me get all that voice for in you this afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the topic of discussion is very essential. Yeah, I think it's very essential, and it's something that we have to learn. For me, it's something that I already know, because like what my said, is something that was taught at childhood level. Like my father always, he would say you have to say thank you, you have to say sorry, you have to say please. So even if he gave something to you, you have to say, he'll be there like, what you have to say. And say, oh, then you have to say thank you. Or if you, maybe there's something wrong, you say, okay, now, but what you have to say, and then you have to repeat after him. So it's something that I learned during my childhood days. And I would just, before you even ask us, I was just cracking joke, like saying, but what if the person, like for example, especially when it comes to the thank you aspect, it's something that is already part of me. And what if something, like someone carry you in a taxi and you have to pay them and you're saying thank you. And you know very much the person stole from you. So when you still say thank you.
What, when a person stole from you?
She's just talking about
exploited you.
Yes, maybe overcharge or something. So I told her it's really important, even with a bike, you can just say thank you for even carrying me.
And sometimes you leave them with their conscience.
Yes.
Yeah, usually, it's something that should be part of us. Go to the market, buy benefits, buy fufu and stuff. Thank you, because you need these people, you need these things. You don't have everything. You might have money. Yeah. Well, we usually go down Broad Street, go to salon, face our hair. You can do it on your own. Exactly. Yeah, you can do everything on your own. No man is an island. So you face your hair, you face your nails, you get your clothes sewn, and other, you can do it. The last time I was somewhere and I had to get the clothes, I had to, do it to my size, do fitting and everything. All of those. Appreciate the person, even though you are paying for it.
Precisely.
Yes, even though you are paying for it, even though sometimes they exploit you.
Yeah.
I think you leave them with a conscience, just throw thank you on them. Yeah. I think it's essential. Yeah. Thanks for your contribution. Edie, how you doing?
Well, I'm okay. Actually, I'm really glad and thankful that you could have us here today.
Okay, so who is Madam Siata?
Well, my name is Siata Stevens Dalmida. Let me just make it simple for you. Usually, I would crack jokes with the name. I know my husband would get angry with me and laugh at it as well. But the name is complicated. Sometimes when you see the small D and apostrophe and A, you get confused. So in Liberian English, when you're about to knock a door, you say "kwa kwa." You say "Who's that?" You say "Damida." So it's easier. It's easier to pronounce like that. So I'm Siata, and I work as the executive director for the President's Young Professionals Program.
Okay, darling.
My name is Randolph-Lane Darling Johnson, and I'm a current president and professional fellow. Currently plays at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning.
Okay, so those of you listening, darling, we graduated together, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? We're also on a program at our school nominated us, and at a certain age. So I was too old for the program. So I just kept at the end. I said, well, when we had a panelist and interview, and I was so confident. I knew the criteria, but my school nominated me AMU, so we were there, and so at the end of the day, she was selected, and I was so glad that she traveled now. What was the program again?
The Social Women Leadership Program. Yes. The United States Institute Women Leadership Program.
Yes, and you had the opportunity to go. So once again, congratulations.
Thank you, sis.
Okay, so Madam Edie, can you please tell us about this 12th cohort of the President's Young Professional?
Okay, so Magdalene and our audience listening, the President's Young Professionals Program is actually like a 2-year fellowship program that we run for young professionals between the ages of 18 to 35. And every year we recruit the smart, the brightest, the most talented young professionals, fresh out of university, talented, exceptional people to join our program. And so as I speak, we open our call for applications since November last year. And we are about to close it at the end of this month, the 31st of January. We are recruiting 35 exceptional young professionals to apply for our program. So we have the application link that is shared on our page, but you can apply. First thing is we have a full criteria for you to join the program. You should have a university degree in any field of study. Secondly, you should also be a graduate with a great GPA of 3.0 and above. And then you're also supposed to submit several documents, including letter of recommendations, 3 letters of recommendations. You are also supposed to give us your motivation of why you feel best suited for the program. Why should we select you for class 12 of our program? And then you are also supposed to be a Liberian citizen. You should have a national ID card. You should make sure you also have a police clearance to say you have a clean criminal record when you join our program. And then you're also supposed to submit randomly, you should help me with this. besides the letter of recommendations, you should also give
letter of recommendation.
Yes,
Okay.
three of them. One from your community, your school, and somebody professional.
Yeah.
You should also give us police clearances. You should also give us your
citizen ID.
Your citizen ID card, NIN as well, to say you Liberian citizen, because we only doing this program for Liberians, young professionals from Liberia. You should also give us your GPA on your transcript, your original transcript. So we require original transcripts because in Liberia, people are normally deciding to fake documents. So we need your original transcript, and we usually will follow up with your university. Wherever in the world you study, we will try to follow up to make sure what you give us is what you submit. So we are looking forward to receiving applications for this.
So who should really take advantage of this? Female, because the ED is a female.
Of course. As you can see, I brought Grandovlin from class from the class 11. So we want females to apply. We want males to apply, but females additionally, because we're trying to reach 50-50. We have 46% of people in our program since 2009 are women, but we hope that with a female ED for the first time, we can make 50-50. We also want persons with disabilities to apply. If you look on our page, we've been intentional about that. We have our announcements in sign language. We also reached out to the visually impaired community. We have it done in Braille as well. So we're trying to reach out to everyone who are qualified and capable to apply for the program. Actually.
Yeah. So Radovlin, tell us why you what motivated you to have joined this program?
Thank you, Magdalene. What happened was that I've been in the nonprofit sector for over 7 years of professional experience. I work there as a volunteer staff and also run a nonprofit organization. So all of the time in a nonprofit sector or civil society sector, we will always sit back and criticize, oh, the government is this, the government is that, and all sorts of things. And a lot of time, people who work in government will be like, oh, you have to join a political party, or you have to know this person before you can work at a particular area. So the first time I heard about the President Professional Program was when I attended a young political leadership school. And at that time, they had the executive director. He came and talked about the program. It was so inspiring. Like, it's a great entry point for young professionals to work for government and also serve the country. So being a person also passionate about social impact and serving and giving back to my country, I felt like it was a great opportunity to be able to work for government. So it really motivated me to not just criticize, but also be part of the people that bring change to Liberia.
So those who will be recruited, what they stand to benefit?
Okay, so once you apply for the program, first thing, Magdalene, I would put myself out as somebody who benefited from the program 12 years ago. So 12 years ago, I was fresh out of university. I had worked with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as an intern for a year. I didn't get on payroll. I wasn't getting money. I was doing free, some pro bono about learning in the process. And then I saw doing one of my internships, looking through the newspaper to do like a summary of the news for the president's office. I came across the ad to apply. Now, like all these things on the list, I have them. I want to serve my country and all of that. So because I applied for the program, most of the things that I'm doing now were things that I benefited. So if you apply for our program, first and foremost, you have a platform to move up. Yeah. That's the first thing. Second thing, you get salary paid every month. You also get
salary.
Yes, you get salary every month paid. Even though you're working for government and you're part of our program, you're going through training, but you get salary paid for the next 2 years. So you are safe with us, and then you also get insurance, self-insurance. You get computer assigned. You get training all through the 2 years period. You will come to us. You got mentorship. We also we're just not going to pick you and put you in government agencies. You will be monitored. Make sure that your performance is up to par, and you get to learn more. You got responsive training on different aspects and topics all through. You have a very great network of professionals from Liberia, up to 210 people who are doctors, lawyers, some of them PhDs, some of them different professional engineers. Some of them have done a lot of things for Liberia that you don't know about. So it's to network as well. So maybe Randolph can talk about the things she already benefiting.
Why are you benefiting now?
Like currently, like the ED already said it, like last year we recruited, it was around May that were actually placed when I was placed at the Ministry of Finance. So like I said, all my life I've been in the social security sector. So being able to work in governmental transition was something very new for me. But one of the things I benefited from was the responsive training. So PYPP will not just leave you to say, oh, we are employ you now, you're on your own. No, they will have to monitor you constantly. And they will have to help you to learn. Because if you are a PYP, like when the idiot starts talking about the brightest, the smartest, and all of these things, if you are placed in the government sector, people expect you to perform very highly. So they know that this person is capable of doing all of these things, like maybe a superhero. So you need a support system. PYPP management have been that support system, helping us with the very responsive training. The only thing is I'm also benefiting from is the amazing network. Like I'm still a fellow, but then you would have the opportunity to network with our alumni and also talk to people. So you feel that you're not just alone, but you have this professional network, and not just professional network, but you have people who are very competent and they are there to help you. So it's a good opportunity for young Liberians.
So registration is still in progress.
Yeah, so you it's just applications. So to do all of this, sometimes we get like 150 people applying for 35 slots. So you have to go through a rigorous recruitment procedure. So we operate on 6 key components of our program. First is our meritocratic recruitment. That means we can take people who are qualified and competent. We not look at your name or who you know, but what you know and what you
based
can
on
do.
merit.
Yes, based on merit. So once you apply, for example, if Magdalene applied to our program, we erase your name and change your name to a number, random number. So everybody looking at your paper will not know it's you and just handpick you. So the next thing is we make sure we do responsive training all of the time. You have to be responsive after you pass everything. And then you go to our performance management. We check and make sure that you are working up to task. You are coming to work regularly. You are contributing positively. And then we also do immersion excursions. Most of our young professionals born in Moravia, stay in Moravia, went to school in Moravia, never been out of town. So we take our young professionals twice to win the fellowship to rural parts of the country to understand the development needs of the country. You cannot fix something you don't know. So in order to do that, we do immersion discussions. Mentorship is also important. So once you are part of our program, you are paired with a mentor and a supervisor at your office. And then you also can come to us. Right now, we're even working on our extended mentorship with our alumni association, and also maybe later on we'll extend to outside mentorship so that we pair our young professionals so they keep working and pursuing their dreams no matter what. And then alumni engagement is also very key for us. Our alumni still connected. We know where everybody is. We can talk to them, all of that. So, but to benefit from all of these components, you have to make sure that you go through the meritocratic recruitment. That is, you submit your documents, write your essay, and say why you feel best suited. We take that. We bring a group to read all of that and say, okay, this person looks good. Let's call them. Sometimes you may have somebody to just write your essay wherever you are and submit it to us. So we say, okay, Magdalene, come and prove yourself right in front of us. So we give you 100 sheets of 5 pages to say, just write an essay. We give you some questions and tell you to take one and write an essay. And then we have an independent set of people to correct that paper. So they're not looking at Magdalene. They're just looking at the number and your work.
Okay.
And so we have 2 people who will score your paper, and then we will average the score. Maybe Randolph-Lynn was tired when she was correcting your paper and then give you a 70. And then the next person correcting the same paper will give you an 80. So we'll add the 70, divide it by 2, and that becomes your score. And then you move to the next round of computer testing to make sure you're able to at least put a computer on, type a letter, do something in Excel, because part of it you should have like basic computer knowledge. So you can do that test. And then you move on to different rounds of the program because we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to participate, prove themselves, and your selection will be based on merit. And then even if you go to our interview stage and you enter this room, maybe you had an issue with me, Magdalene, and you see me there, you get afraid and say, oh, I did something to Seattle before. You can come to us and tell us, say, I can't let this person interview me.
Okay.
So we will change
Yeah,
your
I think
interviewer
it's
because
good.
of that.
I know that person when I have issue with all of the interviewers.
Yeah. So if that one person you have issue with, we
Mhm.
can change it. So
Okay.
you can say something like that. Maybe she
Yeah,
had
I
like,
think when I reached at my interview level at the time,
Mhm.
like very small in the professional space is so small, like everybody know everyone. And then there was this guy who I think we sat in class together before. And before you interview a person, that you should bring a name in, and you said my name, he came out and he said, "Madeline, I'm so not gonna interview you." And I had to transfer my interview to another room. And all of the people that interviewed me, I knew none of them. It was my first time meeting them, and the interview was something that was very great. So it just very straight to the process and very honest. You don't have anybody to the person who will interview you, just to tell you that how straight it is.
Hmm. Wow. Yes, women speaking, my people, they eat they eat it, that female. And you see, the reason why you see we keep advocating for women to have
Yeah.
more opportunities. You see, you hear they speaking to be qualified for this program. Wow. So let's do you do background check?
Ah.
Yeah, after submitting all of the clearances and everything, do you?
maybe Randall should speak first and then I'll come in the
Yeah. The background check is something, because if you submit all of your documents and you say probably in this community, because for me, some people from the service maybe say in this community you did this and all of these things. So the background check, they have institution, is not the PR people who's doing it, to tell you how this process is very honest and very straight to the point. So they have another institution that will be able to do your background check. So they just give all of your documents to the institution, and the institution will be able to go in your community to do your background check to make sure all of the things you're saying are actually true. So it actually will occur right after your interview. So right after your interview, while you're hoping that you'll be selected, they have to do all of your background checks to make sure that you are the true person you said in your interview and within your application.
So that the thing Randall is talking about is something that she knows about. But before you even got to that point, we did additional background check.
Okay.
So we check all of the paperwork that you will send us. So there will be people who will send us transcripts from different countries, like Kenya, like different countries and all of those. So we'll try to check to make sure, because sometimes people tell us that, well, there's GPA 3 points in South Korea. So we have to make sure what you're saying is true. We try to check all our different sources in those countries, at the universities, at our embassies. Thankful for my background in foreign affairs. So we would check all of those to make sure what average you say you have is correct. We'll check with your schools. For example, Stella Maris Polytechnic University will submit transcripts to us directly. They do not give it to the applicant. So we make sure we check all of those, check your community, and make sure that we will not have somebody who will join the program that will maybe come and take classes to fight us or do something that is not appropriate. So we do background check, and then we submit to a security firm who will go background and check your documents as well in the final stage before you get an offer letter.
Women in leadership, there are several criteria I'm looking at here, and I want us to go through it. To go through them. Number one says a history of service to a community or school through involvement in extra curriculum activities. And then friendly, patient, fast learner, self-starter, resourceful, organized, and able to work under pressure in a fast-paced professional working environment, and a strong team player.
Yeah, so
So you really have to be like you are already prepared.
No, Magdalene. The thing is, usually people get out of universities without any experience whatsoever.
Okay.
You're fresh out of university. So we want people who are willing to do all of this. You should be patient enough. You should be able to work with other people. Don't be fussing, be conking people here and cussing people. No. So we want people who are patient, people who are friendly, you're willing to learn. When people talk to you, you're willing to listen. We want people who you not work before, but when you're having something in the community, you come there.
Yeah.
Maybe in your church, you choir director in your church, or maybe you even part of the youth or whatever things that are happening around your community. You are there. You're like a community leader. You're talking to small children in Sunday school. You know, you don't have to have like a full talented, you know, like in Liberia, we overlook our little beginnings with things that we do in at home, in our community. Maybe we collect people to come and clean the yard and all of that. So this thing is just like a reasonable mix of who you are, what you're doing. You don't have to be perfect. Our former ED used to say, we're not looking for superstars.
Okay.
We are looking for people who will become superstars.
Who are
willing to become superstars. So if you're not willing, the patience is just that you're willing to come and be broken, and then you're still like a diamond, but you still, you know, the diamond still under the ground how it can be. So so you gotta click. So we want people to be able to go through all of our rigorous processes. I think I speak from a point of being on this side of being recruited and being here. So we want people who didn't have no knowledge, but you're willing to get more knowledge to apply for the program. We don't want perfection, but we want people who want to be better and greater in the professional sojourn.
Randomly, you want to add up?
Yeah. One thing I want to say is that people often, especially like people don't already tell their story. So all of the time you see I'm saying that I have 7 years of professional experience is because I've been calculating all of the time. I've been volunteering for institutions. I've been giving service to my community, and I've been serving other areas. So when I started to talk about the time I just been getting real pay for job, maybe it just won't, 3 years, something like. But you have to talk about your engagement in the community. Maybe you just overlook the things that you do in your community. So like what Edie said, we're not looking for superheroes. So things that you do in your community, don't just overlook it. You help people in the community. You organize meetings. If you see a change that should be done in our community, you want the person that stand up for it. You just have to communicate, tell your story, because no one knows your story unless you say it. So don't think that, oh, I have to have 10 years of experience before I apply for this program. No. Just be someone willing to learn and be self-started. Someone who will actually say that I need this to grow, and this program is the right fit for me.
All right. So the President's Young Professionals Program team, the ED, Madam Siada Stevens, Damida. Yes, and RandaVlane, Darlene Johnson are here in studio. And yes, I hope 35, right? From 18 to 35.
Yes, 18 to 35.
Okay, so we're about to take calls. You want to give any extra information before taking calls?
Okay, so maybe those wanting to apply can do the updated CV. You can also have 2 passport size pictures. You need like your police clearance. You need COVID certificate because of the interaction with donors and all of that. You need your national identification number. You also need your transcript. Or if you finish all your courses, you can get a letter from your school to say that you finished and you got a 3.0. And then you have your recommendation letters. And then you have like one motivation letter to say why of all the people applying, we should select you.
Okay, so the motivation letter, sometimes it is usually restricted to certain words.
So 500 words. 500 words to say why you feel best suited for the program and what qualities do you bring to this organization. So yeah.
Okay, 0777 25 38 19, 0777 25 38 19. Halfway. Yeah, Chief, you in your 50s or? Yeah.
I only want to congratulate the young women in studio and thank them for the program. And I just called my daughter who did pharmacy, and she sewed toilet with her hand. She can sew your whole dress, so I just called her and say, listen to True FM. This program is your interest. She right there from the Alpha Baptist, And of course, so what I
please tell her to call, Chief. Tell her to call. Give the number right now and tell her to call.
So okay, let me carry the phone to her so she can talk to you people.
Yeah, the papa can give me a hat now. Wait, let me take another call. Yes, hello.
How you doing, Madam?
I'm good, sir.
And let me say hi to your studio guests. I'm Daniel Johnson from Harvard Firestone. Let me appreciate your studio guests for the level of awareness created on a young professional or president program.
Mm-hmm.
My only wish is let them please try to take some time the way they appear on your show.
Mm-hmm.
At least maybe come to my GB Kante, look for some community radio station and appear there, try to educate all of young people, because some of those things at time when we're telling our friend young people to take advantage and apply, sometimes they look at it different.
Okay.
So I listen to them, like you talking about Miss Johnson in your studio.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember she and myself graduated from the Young Political Leadership School of Africa. She's a very brilliant, quiet person.
Yeah, very brilliant.
She's a big player.
Okay.
So my recommendation is to take some time into the various countries to see how best they can appear and educate all young people to take advantage.
All right. So if the going mic be, I'll make the arrangement with Classic FM. Yeah, Hartford. Hello.
Yes, she said she got the station late, so she doesn't know what to say now. But
let her just call her name, and I mean she doesn't have to go over all what we were. Just I want to hear her voice. Just make her to call. That's all. Yeah, go back to her. Yeah, go back to her. I get a phone to her. You're whack. Hello.
hello.
Yes, it's good to have you on.
Yeah, my name is Sonny Bianga. I'm calling from the Avenue where we started the Belgian school system.
Okay.
As regards to the program, is it just limited to those who are around the 20 or 35?
For 18 to 35, when you're 40, it's not for you, sir.
Okay. Is it for the both gender, meaning the male and female?
Yes, please. But females are encouraged to make use of the opportunity.
So how about when it comes to like the how they like you have to like get you with your university or before you apply for the program?
Yes. If you asking me, the people taking another response to you. All right, let me take another call. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
No, Chief.
Hello, how you doing?
Please stay away from your monitor, please.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm David Jara from here, the today.
Okay.
I'm interested in a program. My daughter is in the University of Liberia, and I want to know the people of with this system.
Okay, you and your daughter?
The address and the number so that I can take it down.
Chief.
Yeah.
Is it you or your daughter or the both of you?
She went to the church so I can get the number.
Oh, okay. They will call their numbers, yeah?
Yeah, okay. I'll be listening for the number and the address.
Okay, Chief. Thank you so much. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. It's good to have you on. What's your name?
I'm Evelyn Jenny.
Okay, so your father said he wants you to be a part of this program. What do you think?
So I can be part of the program.
You how many years old?
I'm 24.
Are you out of university?
I graduated from the dispensing school.
Oh, okay. There's a nursing school?
Dispensing medicine. I did medicine.
Oh, okay. All right. So keep following, and then you will get the number. Then you can call after to interact with the leaders.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks to your dad as well. Good dad. All right. So we'll take a few more calls. 0777253819. 0777 25 38 19. 0777 25 38 19 to form part of the conversation. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Magdalene, how you doing?
A good, Chief.
Yeah, it's you a Prince calling from me up.
Yeah, Prince.
Yeah, I will find out if whether the budget maybe gonna 35 or exact 35, not partial to be there, also. Or is it only limited to partial to be
Okay, they will respond. They will respond. Let me take another caller. Okay. Keep following, yeah? Okay. Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. It's good to have you on.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Will you please allow me to call my name because of the work I do by call from Grand Basel, please?
You want to call your name?
Not to call my name.
But what did you come and say before you want to call your name?
No, the job I do, I don't easily just disclose my identity, but I'm interested on certain things that you say.
Okay.
Just one or two comments.
Yeah, please comment.
I appreciate personally the program, but then you try to promote women. We all agree, but I tell you that my worst experience as corruption comes from women, and one of the things is aggression. Yes, most of the young ladies these days are overly aggressive.
You're a victim?
Very, very aggressive.
You are a victim?
I'm a victim right
at
now.
your workplace?
Yes.
Okay. So if you follow me at times, you hear me talking, even though we are advocating for women and stuff, but sometimes I balance it and tell you, the other side of women.
Yeah, I agree. So we pray that the young professional stuff, the president, young professional, if now I know a general balance, but in the African Center, women are highly marginalized, so we got to promote them. But then it's good that the program extend to even working more so that they will get educated and be emotionally balanced. The emotion for them is the problem.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
At the workplace, most of the workplace, public areas.
Oh, okay. Anyway, okay, thanks for your contribution, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, Madeline?
Yes, I'm good, Chief.
I'm from Unification State. I'm Pastor Sam University.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my daughter is in AMEU. She's about 17 years old.
Okay. When she will be 18?
She'll be 18 by next year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just keep following. If there is any, space for that, they will tell you. But yes, thanks for placing your call and keep following.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 17 years old. Yeah, so I think Edie.
Yeah,
okay, please, I'm sorry. Let me squeeze in this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, quickly, sir.
Yeah, our energizing Apple time to be precise is a tool.
Okay.
Yeah, the program is unique. We love it. But you have to assign the frequency to us in Bible content.
Okay.
And by reading one by one, because not everyone is educated and can pick up quickly when it comes to reading of the number in the program.
Oh, okay. Talking about the number, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to call the studio number or
the program number?
Oh, okay.
Or the same number, you take your own time because people ready by us enjoying the program.
Okay.
But you have to just pick out the number quickly.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Chief.
You take your own time to read one at one, yeah.
Okay. So let me call the number again, yeah? So
okay.
0777253819. 0777. No, you say yeah. no, but Chief, you already came through now. Yeah, Chief. Let me let you go and take other callers. Yeah, I beg you. You already you came through. So 0777253819. All right, I'll take few more calls. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm calling from Bonafide Peace Community.
Yeah, it's good to have you on.
Yeah, I have a daughter that already graduated. She got a master's. She got her first degree and she got her the master. But there is no job yet. She's still searching for a job. As well, can she be a part of the program?
Okay, so keep following. They will announce the numbers. They will take their time to call the numbers. Then you can do a follow-up. Okay, ma'am. Thanks for placing your call. Thanks for your support as well. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Chief.
Yeah. Thanks for the program. I don't want to make a comment.
Okay.
My comment in the program is the recruitment process. So I want to apply. When they're applying, they're always taking people original documents. If it's taking documents, you ask for the original. We went there, we told them this is the original document, we want to take it back. They should take a photocopy. But when after a minute, all of now, our original document left with them. And if you're recruiting people after the recruitment process, you buy all the application. So please, you work on that. If you verify the document, you verify the document, see the original, and take the duplicate, and take the duplicate and get the person original. Because I can come from maybe for instance, I want to go to school and came to Labrador, and I want to apply for the program. You take my original document at the end of it. In case I want to go for another program tomorrow, how will I apply?
Okay, they will respond to that, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay. Hello? Hello? Oh, my God. Hello? All right. So, I'm sorry. My people, I can't. Hello? Hello? Yes, sir.
My name is Sam, so I'm calling from Kakata.
Okay.
I am interested in the program for my daughter. I don't know. She graduates from Washington.
Okay.
And I will leave Kakata. Part of this program will be extended here, and I want to know how it take like.
Okay. They will respond. They are taking notes. They are taking notes. Yes. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Can you? Yeah. Please stay away from your monitor.
I'm Cecilia Alexander from 72nd.
Can you please stay? Excuse me. Can you please stay away from your monitor? We want to get what you're saying.
Yes, I'm Cecilia Alexander.
Okay.
From 72nd. I want to be part of the program.
Okay, so keep following, yeah? The numbers will be announced. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Madam Edie?
Yeah.
The calls are really coming in, so the numbers will be announced, and then you can do all your follow-ups.
Okay. So thank you so much, MAGDALENE, and thank you all the callers for calling. I want to start off with the person that talked about submission of original documents. So we only take the only original document we take from our applicants is the transcript. Usually if you submit those kind of documents, we don't give them back because universities complain to us that once we give those documents back, they are redone for other people. Like people use it under the building that they
World Trade Center.
Yeah, World Trade Center. They print a lot of documents there. So once they send documents to us, it stays with us. It's part of our database. It's part of our records. We still have them. We don't burn them. We keep them.
I mean, why you be burning documents?
Well, we done. We even trying to work on a process of trying to archive all of those documents, and then later on we'll transition to an online platform where everybody will submit their things online. And only the finalist is going to give us hard copies of their originals for their files. So that's where we are. We do not intend to give. If you apply for schools abroad, you send your documents, you don't get them back. It becomes part of the archives of the school or the universities. So we do the same. It's standard practice. So on the thing for the Mr. Simzo that called from MyGivi, we had people from MyGivi who applied for our program because the program the original intent was to work with the government of Liberia. So you come and work in the state with different government ministries and agencies. In time past, we've also we started piloting into private sector. We have people that work in different entities in the private sector, like Simenko. We have somebody who works with Simenko. We also have another person who works with the NAMO Development Partners. We have people who work with Conservation International and Connex oil and gas companies. So this cohort, we have people who actually work with local Liberian NGOs. We have 2 NGOs we partner with for class 11. People like Kids Education Engagement Project KEEP, and also the company that deals with the environment.
EPA?
There's not EPA, a local company. We got
local company. Okay.
Yeah. So 2 local organizations that we support. We send our young professionals to work for them. We pay them for the 2 years, and then these agencies will later on absorb them as part of their staff. So for decentralization, we've not started sending people in the counties to work. We're working on the policy to do that, to make sure that people work with local government agencies in the counties. So we just completed an assessment in Nimai and in Grand Bassa to see how we can do that. So we're working to see how we can decentralize. The next thing I want to say is concerning our age limit. So it's from 18 to 35. The person should have a first degree. You can have a master's degree and still apply. We have people who have masters in irrigation science, masters in plants, soil science, and different things that have joined our program. And so it's okay to have people. Concerning corruption and aggression of women leaders, I think it's just a mentality of what people see, how people see women or envisage women to be. Sometimes women are aggressive, but for our program, we try to teach emotional intelligence, respect, mutual respect, and all of that. So it's like a whole full 2-year program that you go through a lot. We're even talking when we're waiting for the program to start about, we did a first aid training for our class 11, and then randomly might talk about it. It's something that we decided to do for our team, and it helped her in something she was trying to explain to me that we should do it again, to just train our young professionals in different. So to become a young professional is like a whole diverse thing that you have to be able to do different things at different times, be respectable, be able to respect others. So for us, we try to make sure we teach our young professionals emotional intelligence. Concerning master's degree, I say you can apply once you reach the age limit. Concerning going to MyGivi to do a show on one of the local radios, we hope that you can connect us with somebody who will be able to go there and do it, because we've had people, our entire young professionals are from different counties. Some people come from MyGivi, some people come from as far as Maryland County. Last year we were in Maryland County for our immersion excursion. We spent 2-3 days on the road going to Maryland by road, and carrying 20 young professionals by road. So it was one of the biggest things I've done in a long time, but it was good to lead the delegation there, sleep on the road, sleep in the middle of the and still go. So we hope that we can decentralize and do something and make sure that every county is touched by our program. Decentralization is something that's key for us. So I think I covered most of the questions. Maybe Randall has something to say.
I want to talk about, firstly, people who are interested in this program. So for me, when I'm actually a person who loves to plan things, when I wanted to apply for the PYP program, I planned everything before they even did that call for application. So what I'm asking you to do is that if you have a computer, if you have a notepad, pen, do a checklist of all of the criteria that they are set, all of the documents that you need to get ready. So if you do a checklist of all of the documents, as you are getting these documents, you are checking it. Like for example, if you have written your essay, you check it. If you get your recommendation letter from the 3 areas you're supposed to get it from, you check it. If you get your police clearance, the police clearance is one of the things that discourage a lot of young and talented Liberians from applying for this program. Because the first thing, the year police clearance, they think about the bureaucracy and getting it. So not be afraid. Walk to that police station and at the central police station and get your police clearance ahead of time. So if you are done doing your checklist, there another amazing thing that the PYP management is offering is the open house session. So the open house is where you talk more about the entire application process and tell you about how the essay should be like, how the interview can be like, just to give you more insight about everything. So we got two open house sessions are pending right now. We have open house on the 18th and the 19th of January 2024, and it will be at AMEU Auditorium. So it's free of charge. You just have to get there at AMU on the 18th and the 19th. Actually start by 10 o'clock a.m. So one of the things you have to do, you have to, I know almost everybody, like most people, they are on Facebook. Kindly follow the President Young Professional Program page on Facebook to be updated with all of the information. So concerning when the deadline for application, if you're doing your checklist again, make sure you have the deadline there for the application. And for me, I tell you, I like to plan things so I submitted my application way before the deadline reached. I don't like to stretch myself. So what you have to do is that you do your checklist, attend the open house sessions on the 18th and 19th of January at AMU Auditorium, and also submit your application on time and have time to get digest and follow the PYPP Facebook page, and you can also check out the website on the internet as well.
You did call numbers?
No, I can give you the numbers in the website.
Okay, please.
Before I do that, I just wanted to say that every year from October, we actually open our call for application in August, but because of elections, we pushed it to November. So 2024 August, we also going to call for application for class 13.
Yeah.
So it's going to be open every year. We do call for applications August, September, October, 3 months. So we started November, December, January. So for this year, August is going to make PYDP 15 years in existence. And so we will open our call for application on August 1st as an opening to our anniversary month. So in order to reach us, you can call 0881 717 281. 0881 717-281. For our orange number, you can call 0776 63 0776 466 974. 0776 466 974. Or you can check our website at www.pyppliberia.com.
Okay.
Or you can email info at pyppliberia.com.
Okay. So how is the schedule like for those who will be recruited?
Okay, so there's a schedule on our website to say when our application will be open. So it's opening up from November to
no. I'm talking about those who will be qualified, or
okay. Yeah, so those who will be qualified at the beginning of, once you do your application in January, when it closes, we do the whole screening process from February, March.
No, I'm talking about the trainings.
The trainings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The open house.
The open house training.
Open house, yeah.
Yes. So open house is actually just training and helping you to apply. So it's on the 18th of January. We have one on the 18th for females, all females. Okay. We have another one on the 19th for males. And then we'll have one general session for everybody. Whoever can come, you can just come to any university auditorium. They are collaborating with us to use their facility to do this. We hope that we can collaborate with more universities, maybe UMU, University of Liberia, and different, maybe the SDA University that's on the highway, and other universities.
For the 2 years.
I didn't get that, sorry.
For the 2 years?
For the 2 years program training. Oh,
yes.
Responsive. So responsive training happens once every month on a Saturday.
Okay.
So once you are part of our program, once you are selected for our program, we have one Saturday set aside for your training. So you work, maybe for example, you are assigned at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. You will be working with them all through the month. You will send us your timesheet and everything of what you do. You will give us an update of what you do every day. It will be signed by your supervisor and your mentor. And then you will also come to us once every month for training, Saturday training. We have our own curriculum that we use at PYPP, and we also do trainings based on need. So for example, if you come here and you have issues with doing something like a report or doing something with financial management, or having issues with different issues at your office based on need, we can also do those trainings.
Okay, so when it comes to emotional intelligence, have anyone been expelled or suspended because of they did not have emotional intelligence? Some bad character.
Okay, so we've never had several issues like those for bad character. Reported to us that this person was maybe rude or
Yeah.
something. No. So there will be issues that can arise and they will come to us and then we can try to solve them. But most of the time, maybe 99.1%
Okay.
of the time, we've had people who have great characters and
Best
they'll
behave.
best behave. Sometimes they might flip
Mm-hmm.
and we can call them and have conferences and do some trainings to make sure that people are, best behave when they go to the field. The thing is, we don't just take you and put you to the place forever. We see you every month, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, every 3 months we go there to find out what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you are respectful, whether you are on time, whether we have like our monitoring evaluation associate who goes there and send different forms to your bosses and your mentors and supervisors to find out how you're doing. What are the issues? Is there any way we can fix it? We also had a time where one of our PYPs had an issue with their mentor because she said, well, in 5 years' time, I want to be in your seats. Like the boss asks me, for example, ask the person, say, oh, what do you want to do in the next 5 years? Well, in the next 5 years, I want to take over your position. And the person got angry and felt, yeah.
But was it how do you look at that response?
Well, it was kind of tricky because the president expected that it would be trained and they eventually take over the seat. Not like come and take my position, but the president just didn't take it kindly. It was not literal, but the president just didn't take that response.
Because in 5 years, you shouldn't be in that seat as well, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're not the only smart president. I think that's all right. So, yes, the calls keep coming. Let me squeeze in a few more callers. Hello.
Okay.
Yes, hello. I'm Greta P. Duna. I'm attending the African Methodist Episcopal University. I'm a junior student, so can I be allowed for the program?
Java, when you graduate, yeah?
It's getting hard.
Get 3 points and more.
Yeah, Abrata?
Ma'am.
All right. But, Madam Sieta, do you have any other trainings that young people can still make opportunity of? Because like for me, I like this capacity building, like to invest into people, different programs apart from what you are doing. So I mean, most of them are into it right now. Is it? Do you also have randomly? You always have this training at the U.S. Embassy. Oh my God, there's one more. I like. Oh my, she is always there training, and there are someone little needs benefited from your organization training, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, you also want to talk about that. Please talk about all of the trainings that apart from the young professional president's young professional program.
Maybe randomly should start because she the first time I met her, she dragged me to one of her trainings even before she could join the program, and it was really great that she's doing that. And I think all of our cohorts have leaders, and she's one of the leaders for our cohort 11. So she tried to bring all of those things, energy, all of that into our class, our class 11. Just quite recently, we did like a training session for market women in Rototown.
Okay.
Because our offices are on the airfield right near Sharks ice cream. So right there in Rototown, not so far from our office, we had a training. Maybe randomly can do that. And, our classes take up different projects, community services to do. We hope that we can do better and expand and scale up this year to do different things.
Okay.
Even though we have more numbers, but we can talk about the projects that the class 11 intend to do, like outreach to the community. We do community service. We think about career fair because we have almost every career in our our program. We have like a think tank of young professionals who are becoming older professionals and PhDs as well. We have like 6 PhDs. They started the program at the base level of bachelor's, and they've gone and completed their PhD. Some of them medical doctors, some of them experts in Uganda, in Brazil, in different countries. So we hope that maybe we can do more. But randomly can talk about the plans for class 11, things that, so our young professionals do different projects. So maybe you can talk about this.
So part of the PYPP program, if you're accepted, that particular class, for example, I'm from class 11, and the class has its own leadership. And I'm the current person for that class, and the class have to sit and talk about things we want to achieve. So in our class, we have a lot of passionate people there about social impact. So one of the things that we observe is that if you look at the amount of businesses that are booming, you have more men who have a lot of businesses that are booming. So why about women, and what are things that they are doing wrong? So the class came up to say that, okay, what can we do? So we had a 1-day financial literacy training for market women in the Rotterdam community, and it was truly an amazing time. Some of the things we talked about was customer service, budgeting, how to make your profits, all of these things. Because you see that the women, they invest a lot into the businesses, but they don't actually take into consideration profits. I'm talking about when you put aside all of the money you spend on the business, what you actually get from there. So we had our PYPs and also our secretaries doing the presentation that day and everything. So right now for this year, we have some amazing things we want to do as well. So not just to benefit from this, that is working for government and all of these things, but what about other people in the community? How can you serve them? So we have a lot of activities that are pending. I don't want to break the ice because I want to make it to be a surprise on Facebook and other areas so we can inspire other people to do more. But these are just one of the things we have done over the time.
Okay, so please don't hesitate to get to us if you think not if you think so. Yes, I mean the folks need to know, to be a part of some of these opportunities, because there are opportunities sometimes around, but people struggle to access them. And you want to talk about your program at the U.S. Embassy?
So
proceed.
So though I work for government now, I'm still in the NGO sector. I lead a non-profit organization called Yanet, and I have an amazing team, and we focus on 3 things: civic engagement, gender equality, and capacity building institute for youth employment. So part of that program we have at the U.S. Embassy is the 4C Women Leadership Program, wherein we help to groom young women leaders and how they can be able to take up offices and how they can be able to serve in their communities. So what are some basic tools that they need to be able to be great women leaders? So that program is just a signatory program in collaboration with the U.S. Embassy that my non-profit organization run. Yeah, and the ED was on one of our programs, and the girls couldn't stop talking about her. Stop talking about her session. Yeah, it was really great.
Okay, so do you have any training coming up?
Yeah, currently we have a training. It's the Sim 4C Women Leadership Program, and my team is currently doing interview for the next cohort, and the application is currently up. People can just apply. You can go on Facebook. It's just Yanet, YCNET. Yeah, and
why you not taking the boys?
We have programs for boys coming up as well, for both male and females coming up as well via the embassies. So the reason why we want to focus on women empowerment is that we already know, and I was just having a conversation with someone who said that women empowerment is just in Africa where women have been marginalized over the time. So we need to do a lot of work to make sure our sisters they are up there, because actually when you reach a certain level, you know that it's very lonely up there. You being the only woman in a particular seat, in a particular office, and people often see you. The first that comes to mind, you'll say probably this girl, she's here because she's beautiful, because she have this. But we have to make people to know that women are more greater than just by seeing our body and all sort of things. That's why we need more women leaders.
And the extra beauty, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you just enter in the other. I told you guys. I saw my hair pops. We will have a not. So you'll be my guest the whole day. Right now, you just jump into the second segment. So we close now. There's the young professional program, but we will be going there to take if the need arises. So you just talk about not at certain level you find out that you alone in a space, and with all of the guys, and it's almost like it should not be because of she's beautiful and that's why she's there.
Yeah.
But it should be based on what you have achieved, the merit system.
Yeah.
And one thing to interacting with a lot of women, I found out that most females lack confidence. They are still afraid to move forward. I don't know whether you've encountered that, you've experienced that with some. You travel across the counties, and have you had any experience with such?
Well, I think mostly because of our culture,
Yeah.
Liberia, we have a lot of issues with people not women, especially young girls and women, not expecting a certain things from women. For
Yeah.
example, leading PYPP right now, I feel like sometimes when we go to the counties, everybody be looking for who's the executive director, and usually I would just blend in. You know what I mean? Like you'll see our team and you feel like, I wonder who the executive director. You keep looking for the person. So people will be like, I don't expect that this person will lead the organization. Some people, it's just our mindset of how Liberians see leadership to be. They don't expect you to be at a certain point. Or
Is
they
it
just
Liberians, or they were at large?
they were at large, but now we're in Liberia, Magdalene. So people here, from what I see, will feel like, like I don't even, so women are just there to occupy a certain space in their mind. So if you are there and doing something significant, they tend to like, okay, who is she? She's, like you stick up like a sore thumb if you have certain amount of confidence. People feel like you're aggressive, you act like you know too much, you bossy. Even if you like just down to earth, like who she thinks she is, just all over the place.
Wow.
You always have a microphone to say something, and for me, I believe that once you're somewhere, you should be able to let your presence be felt. Why are you there? Like you just can't come and just sit there and not say anything, not do anything. Some people are even afraid to say. So I think all of this confidence comes from, I always say from the beginning.
Yeah.
Where do you get all of this from? Like people don't just jump up and start talking or start acting. They have to get it from somewhere. Either they had somebody who helped them gain that confidence, or somebody who taught them to be, like what they are and what they're doing right now. So it starts from earlier on, like from your beginning, from your parents, from your mentors, from people like those. It helps to build all of the confidence. Sometimes you go to places, and I think we went to the Southeast, and then all the men were talking, the ladies sitting one side. You're not supposed to talk. It's the culture. It's the culture. For example, I'm the leader of the team. I can speak first because I'm the lady. So I had to
in that part of the country.
In that part of the Southeast, one I think it was Maryland or somewhere we went. Sorry, my husband is from Maryland, but we went to Maryland, and people did not expect that the lady would be the one to speak. It would be the deputy director. And thankfully he was a guy, and he was from that part of the region. So even though I was saying the same things that he said, but I'm like, my man, just talk to your people first. So he would speak, and then once I speak, then they would listen. You understand? So it's just part of how our cultures are. Even though it's changing over time, there are some people who are changing and being more accommodative and more open to accepting women leadership, but it's like that.
So you are a female general. You.
I like that name.
Yes, a female general.
It's like that. It's like that.
Yes. So many challenges you've encountered.
Yeah, so it's like that. Even working with the foreign affairs, for example, if you go to certain meetings, people will not recognize you as the assistant to this person because they expect a guy to do that job. So working with foreign ministry, for example, me, I would like adapt a style. I didn't come here with that style today, Magdalene.
And what is it?
I would always wear a hair wrap. Like my hair would be tied. Even if I were in a coat suit, my hair would be tied. Like I would tie my hair a certain way. If you look at my Facebook page, you will see my hair is wrapped like that. I'm in a suit, but I have a hair wrap. So it's just to put like something on their minds that, come on, this is me. I'm the person who's here, and I'm the leader, and I'm the assistant to this person. You can stop that. Right. So people would prefer to go to my male colleagues on the team to talk to them. Like, no, you have to talk to the assistant of the person. That kind of thing, because they feel like they shouldn't be a lady. And I have both male and female bosses, but I was the assistant. So you talk to me instead of talking to my male colleagues. But that's leadership, and that's how people see it. So there will be times that you have to just put yourself in a position to say, okay, I'm going to do this, and this is where I am.
So how long it took you to, build up so much confidence?
Well, I think it started, I told you, from a young age. Sorry. Yeah. From a young age. Like, you have your parents. Like, my dad was somebody who would talk to me. I didn't want to be bothered with people. I didn't want to come to meetings or go out and talk to anybody. I just wanted to be myself. But then every time I go to school, they would give me a speech to read or something, and then I would tell my parents, cry, and I don't want to do it. Like, no, you have to do it. So my family would sit down and act like the audience, and then they would take some cartoons and put them up, stack them up, and put me on top of it and say, speak.
With the microphone.
Like, just say speak. And then once I speak, it'll be like, oh no, you can't read like that. You have to read it and lift your head up.
Wow.
And that kind of thing. So it had to do practice to build all of this. Even later on, afterwards, I was still shy. I just needed to be behind a computer to my work and not talk to anybody. But then,
you were talking and interacting with everybody. Parents support.
Yes, it's very important. Very, very important.
Randomly, you want to talk about that? The last time I saw your post, celebrating your dad, the best dad in the world. I would say my dad is the best dad in the world. Okay.
Yeah, if anyone knows me, right, you notice that my dad have been that solid cornerstone and
So even I grew up with a single parent. My dad always. It was something at first. I didn't really know what he was doing because in high school when I was living with my aunt, talking about cooking, my dad would be like, "My daughter is not cooking." She would come from school. She would study. She would learn a book. That's all she needs to learn. And it would be like at the time, like cooking is this
one thing that you have to learn. I didn't learn how to cook home. Even up to the time I was with my dad, we had a nanny in the house. And as old I was, we still had nanny in the house, and I learned how to cook. That even home was somewhere different.
But you can cook now, right?
I can cook very well. But what I'm trying to say is that the parents, you have to support the children.
Yes.
So my dad was one person that will always say, you have to learn this, you have to do this. Then even when it comes to getting boyfriend, you'll be like, I don't want you to get boyfriend certain time because I don't want the person to see as a liability. He will always give me
my allowance and everything just to make me be that independent person. So I grew up having that confidence from high school, university level up to now. So it's something that cannot be taken away from me, and I pray to pass that on to my children.
Yep.
And even other women, like when I went Grand Bassa recently for our youth camp, and I was talking to women there, and some of the men
talking about gender equality, and some of the
men were like saying we have a lot of opportunities. For example, we're talking about the PYPP program. We're saying that women are highly prioritized, and some men sitting in that corner right now are so angry. They'll be like,
we
have a lot of opportunities. Why about the men?
We taking
men. We're talking about first, women weren't allowed to go to school. Women weren't allowed to even have a land to even vote.
So now women need to level up. And for women to level up, people say, okay, women have the opportunity, but they're not making use of it. And I would tell them is that we counting the amount of presidents that we have had.
When you count in male and female, you only have one female who have served as president. The reason why a lot of young women don't have confidence is that they don't have that image that look like them, that can serve as that motivation to them. So we need that's why we are pushing a lot of women. Because, like for example, Madam SAAH,
when she attended the program, a lot of the women, they were so inspired.
Just seeing her sharing her story and some of the things she has been through. So the more women see that image there, like seeing fellow young women doing a particular thing, the reason why you see a lot of men have confidence, you know what? It's because they have that image, they have that representation. So they grow up seeing the men boot up Nigerian and say, Buka, you all your arm everything up. It's because they grew up seeing a father like that. So they see that image. But most of the girls grew up seeing a mother only in the kitchen, not able to talk in family meetings. I was able to talk in family meetings. The first thing, I was a secretary for family meetings because of my dad. So all of these things, it helps for the young girls to be better leaders. So for self-confidence, it's not something that would just be given a day. It's something that takes time. So men, we need all of you to support women and don't be jealous.
Don't.
We are your partners.
Yeah, partners.
We are your partners.
Don't be jealous. I like that. So I'm working on a documentary. I have to go to few counties, talk with women in media and politics, and sometimes when I go, I forget about the interview, and my heart becomes. Sometimes I feel so bad. Yeah, some of these revelations and challenges that they talk about. The last time I interviewed a candidate, a female, and she said, "Magdalene, do you know? After everything, everybody go home and I'm sorry, everybody go home and I'm left alone. I cry because sometimes those you can be a mentor for, you can be a grandmother, you can be a mother. They will insult you, and she will go home, she cry and say, yes, but when I come out, I have to be like a strong woman. And it goes the same in wherever we find ourselves. Sometimes people bully, sometimes they emotionally abuse you, and sometimes you just have to keep going. And most often when I have the opportunity to talk to those who want to become young women, emerging journalists, I say it's not going to be a rare carpet stuff. Put a rare carpet, you walk over it. You got to fight for it. You have to stand your ground and fight for it. So yes, I want you guys to too many maybe we have too many young people who are listening right now, and you have to talk to them. It may not be in media, it may not be in politics, but it may be in other careers too, that they have to stand up. Yes. And they say erase the status quo, right? Yeah, that good English.
That good English.
Yes.
Yeah, you ready gotta keep talking to everybody, like young. The thing is, you have to teach both genders to be able to elevate this matter. You can't just talk to women to elevate themselves and be strong. You need a support from the men to understand that, okay, once I lift this lady, my children are going to be lifted.
Precisely.
And the community is going to be lifted. So you have to make an intentional commitment to do this. You cannot change the mentality of people. People already are who they are easily. So you have to talk to both genders, both male and female. Say, okay, let's hold hands and move forward. I have my mom who's really supportive and everything, but then I had my dad who he's passed, he's late now. But he was always there, helping and pushing and telling people, saying, no, even though my daughter will have to cook, but she has to go to school. She has to study hard. She has to do this, just keep talking to them and making sure that you make an equilibrium where your male children and female children will do the same job, so that you will not have somebody daughter being a slave, like just washing, cooking, cleaning, doing everything herself. So you need both people together. They say side by side, together we will move.
Yes,
like that.
So
you need all two genders to be able to fix the issues that we have with gender equality and helping to make better women leaders. So there are a lot of female politicians in the past elections that had issues. They were bullied on Facebook. Even not even comedians, musicians and different people on Facebook get bullied.
Yeah.
So you're even supposed to teach your girls and your boys, your children, how to care for people on Facebook. They just say anything to people. All of those are very important. You got to teach them this is how it should be, or else in the next few years it won't be easy with bullying. Yeah, we have a lot of issues. So you need both genders to be able to solve all of these problems. I think
for gender equality to be achieved, we all have to stand up for it, and it's about being intentional. It's not only about posting on Facebook, but wherever you find yourself. For me, I advocate for women everywhere, in my office, on the taxi, everywhere. And I'm saying this because, like, for example, there was a woman who won the election in Green Cape Mount, and while we're talking about it, and someone left from there say, I get the woman be in the house, and a lot of people be approaching her. I was like, so you mean to tell me that the woman left a job to run for office just to go for me in the house? So, but why you didn't get that mindset when it comes to the men, right? So it's something that we have to continue to talk about, because people often the way they judge women's successes. Like if this woman is successful, they want to give something other is because of this man. I like her. I like her. That's why she's successful, or it's because she looks this beautiful, or she just one. So we all need to support women because, and the funny thing about it, most men they want educated women, but you want support women. Yeah, and you have to support women because you will need a good wife that will help your children and all of these things. So the support women is not about, don't see it as a competition. See it as having a new partner that will help you to make informed decisions in society. So we need women on the table to be able to help make informed decisions. And for that to be achieved, women cannot do it alone. Wherever you find yourself, if you see women being marginalized, harassed on the job, sexually, you have to stand up and speak for them. You don't have to say, I'm now a woman, so I cannot say this. So if you do that, society is watching. One day you get your flower.
Oh, right after that, how far you not carry? Okay, so yes, please be collaborators, don't be competitors. Okay, so we are calling on the men to help us. Oh yes, men, you have to push us. We need you to but do you see women supporting women? The last time again, I'll take you back to an interview, and so she said this group of people were actually like, they never wanted me, to be in certain position. So I asked her, I said, who were it wasn't the males or the females. She said the males were actually using the females to go against her. Then I can say, but wow. So you actually have, women going against women. Yes, women going against women, collaborating with the men or with the males to go against their, fellow females. You've experienced that, or you've seen that around? I know you're trying to be so nice. Yeah, I know you see these things.
You see, for me, once I look at these things, there will be times where women will feel like, oh, there's woman against me. She doesn't want me to do this and move on. And so I always come back to how we are socialized.
Okay.
How we are socialized. We see like, oh, the women teacher didn't get hot out. Those listening right now, they don't like female professors or female lecturers. So people are afraid to come to your classes and feel like they will be, harassed.
Yeah.
So the thing is, women leaders just feel they should do the right thing. Sometimes they are too straightforward. Yeah. Sometimes they are too upfront, and they tell you how you feel to your face, and they're not beating about the bush. And so people tend to look at all of this and say, oh, women, they high hair, they this and they that and the other. And then because of that, young girls, as Randall said, they used to just see male teachers or see leadership to be just for study. If you have all of us in this room and then they come into the head of RCI, and if it's milk and there's a milk in the room, the person coming will go directly to who? The milk. It's just our mindset. So in order to break all of these socializations and see how we can make it better is to start to teach. I always say that in order to change Liberia, you should start with kindergarten. Start telling them what to do, how to respect women, what to do, and how to do it. That's the only way we'll get better.
Okay, so yes, when it comes to young women, for example, you want this, women who, okay, there's young women who should be submitting themselves and be humble because they want to learn. Yeah, sometimes the pride, takes over them. In fact, I'm too beautiful, I'm too this. Why should I even be doing this? I'm hanging out with this person. They just blow their mind and they cannot just accept you as an ED.
Attitude is very important. Attitude is very important. Like how you look at it. Some people just feel, oh, I get too young. Anything we say, she will follow it. Like that. Like some people just take 30 things for granted. And like, oh, that woman, that girl, me, what think she would do? And so sometimes when people do this kind of thing, it makes me be more radical. And say, no, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And then I get straight and say, this is what I'm going to do. Even working in different positions and doing different work as a whole, there will be times that I would say, I'm going to take this position. And then people will be like, oh, please, I'm like, sorry, we can't do this. We have to do this.
So this,
yeah, go ahead.
This young woman, there's something, we carry on a lot of trainings here. And then she walked out of the office, slammed the door, and she left. So I always like talking to them, encouraging them, and wanting the best from them. So after some time, she came back to say, "Oh, I apologize for what happened." I said, "Apologize for what?" The last time I said, I mean, you were not doing it to me. It's yourself you are doing it to. But let me explain this very short. Yeah, please take water. I said water over there.
Oh, thank you.
All right. This boss lady, I will not call her name. I respect her a lot. Assigned with her and my people 3 months. When I report to her in the morning and waiting to get instruction, what else to do, just a little piece of job to get learning as well. And she would look at me and say, I really don't need you. Yes. And I will keep it to myself. I will keep it. And at certain time, like after 2, I will always go back to her in the morning and then ask her. And then after, like 3 months, I decided to, talk to someone who are very close to her. Yeah, I said, but this is what happened. The person was so broken. He said, no, then I even expect that, she will behave like to you like this. So I left from there. And I still, we're talking about, women, supporting. Yeah. So, I don't, really want to like praise myself, but I was, I control myself. I had, emotional intelligence because you know what it means for someone to be resisting you and say, I don't want you. You did not go there on your own. Yes. And I see her places and still give her the courtesy, give her all the respect. And then last time at the Royal Hotel, we had to ride the elevator together. And
can you talk to her?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I still, like push myself on her, some areas, and still the respect is there. And I would tell the story, but I will never mention her name. That's,
So
something.
it happens all the time. There are some women who are dealing with their own issues. I feel like they are not comfortable in their own skin. And so you can, like harass me because of that. I'll try my best to see how I can fit into your case. For you just decided to try and like endure all of the things that you are going through. There are some women who are just not be comfortable. They feel like maybe you come in there to do something, you come in to take their jobs. For me, I call those people the unstable people. They're very unstable. Like they just feel like you dare to harass them, you dare to intimidate them, but you should be comfortable. it's part of the confidence, I think. So if you're not confident enough, sometimes you feel scared.
Yeah.
To me, I see those things that people being scared that you want to take their position or you're trying to get into their space. But the person got to be willing to transfer the knowledge. You got to be willing. So I usually all the time when I work with women, I try to put myself in like in their shoes, try to get them to like know what I'm what. So there are some people that I work with who were skeptical at first and like, oh, I don't think I like this girl. But then afterwards, based on the 3 months, and I proved myself to them, like they can let go of me because of that. There were even times that I worked with a lady who felt like I was too lean back and I was not assertive as you going to every time. I felt like I'm here to do your work. You should call me and give me the work. But then she told somebody, the person can know you can't be like that. So I say I could be like that, but I'm a little bit afraid. But then later on, I just loosen up, and the person usually remind you, see, I almost let you go, but I knew there was something about you. So, but other people will not change. Some people will not change because they either scared because of how they socialize, because of their culture. They feel that you want to take over.
Sometimes they expect you to be very, dull. Let me say dull in quotation.
Yes, they expect you to be that. But then when you start doing it, they say, take care when she's sitting there, she wants them and see. That kind of thing. Some people get intimidated with that. So you can't blame them for it, but you can try.
All right. So, Ranavli, you want to say something?
I think it's because of I have different view when it comes to that.
Okay.
So I think it's because most men behave that way because there are limited space for women.
And so when you get it?
So if a woman reach certain level, and if another woman come in that is very sharp, brilliant, she will automatically think that you come for her job. So when we create, that's why I'm not in support with this percentage that is given to women to run in a house. I feel like it should be okay. Yeah. But if we have more than 30% of women who wants to run for it, so you're telling me that when we reach that limit, no other women should go for it. So because women are not there, maybe in your institution you will say there's the only woman in this area, and then you come, you're very sharp into the institution, you want to go at that same position, trust me, you'll be your worst enemy. So that's why institutions have to start pricing these things. So not only create space, for example, they want to take people and say, okay, I don't know if we have 5 women here and then we have to achieve our goal. 5 women, 20 men in our all of the women there, they will think that they are in competition with the 5, not the other 20
not with the 20.
No. Because they are not more space created for women. That's why I'm really loving it that a lot of institutions are prioritizing women in their programs while applying for jobs and other things. But women just have to make use of the opportunity. And if you feel like most women, one of the things I've observed is that if they ask a question, most men will just raise their hand up and say anything that comes to mind. Women will be thinking, I wonder should say this, or this. And before you can even raise your hand, the teacher has been saying what they were supposed to say. Same as if you're applying for a job. 99% of men who apply for a job, they're not even qualified for that job.
You really mean that?
Like one of my colleagues, I will try probably his list, and you'll be laughing. And we're just talking about it recently. He applied for a job that requires master's degree. That crap on again. Bachelor degree. And he applied for it. But he was so bored that he said that, and that's why most men
confidence.
Yes, confidence. So he was saying, I have this amount of experience. If the people can take me for this job because I don't have the degree, probably someone that bold will say the man that worked in this sector for a long time. So he applied for it, and trust me, know what happened? He even went for interview.
Are you kidding?
Seriously, because of the experience.
Wow.
So we should be telling women to do.
Apply. If they say you not apply for it, apply, reach out. We are having team meeting. Answer your question. Anything that comes to mind, say it. Nobody will put you in jail for it. So we have to start teaching these basic things. And women, supporting women, don't see your friend as your enemy. When that space is there, once you're in that institution, only 5 space, maybe spaces there for women. You have to start talking to your bosses about how can we increase the number for more women to be here. And you have to support your colleagues not to ruin them. Because if you ruin all of them, you are the only woman there. Trust me, you wouldn't survive it.
Okay, let's take this break, and when we come back, we'd like to interact with the public.
Get the best of news, views, and entertainment.
Get somebody to take it, and you can pick it up and work where he's coming in. Yeah, go pick my son. Yeah. I don't know where he's right at. It's not far. You look at the sign and say, it's so nice to share my baby. You go in there, you see. So I think, yeah. You should tell that you should just apply and be brave enough. Yeah. Other things are just mindset. Yeah. And women should start talking about their failure and all the successes. That like intimidate people. Talking about how you prepare.
News, views, and entertainment.
Most women just want to be perfect. I think most women just want to be perfect.
Too analytical.
Yeah. Effort of making it. One of the things I'm making, actually, the last time we did that women leadership is very important. When I was working at Clark, so one of our colleagues, she had one woman administration, and then she wanted to leave them. In our boss, I said I tried. One of our colleagues, she was seeing a period that day. And she wanted to leave, and our boss, women were there. She was in serious pain. It was the one.
Okay, welcome back. Yes, so we about to take course. I see the two people here today, and I know you are having wonderful time. Somebody said, I wish to be over there to see those two. Well, let me read the text. Yaka, Mama said, he said, che, I wish I could have the opportunity to see your guest man. I'm Nathan James Saki texting from Duasan community. All right, so the young president professional, I'm missing everything up.
President's Young Professionals Program.
Okay, President's Young Professional Program. The executive director, Madam Siata Stevens
Tamida.
Yeah, so registration is still in progress, and it ends January 31st at 5 p.m. And yes, and also one of the fellows, Randolph Lane, Darlene Johnson, and we had to jump into another discussion because I can just let them go like that. All right, so you can place in your call to 0777 253 0777 253 I would really like for the women to call. Abrata. Yes, Abrata, how you doing? Junior student at AMEU. Just when you graduate, then you can be make use of the opportunity. 0777 253 077725. Women your corner. My people. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Joseph C. I joined the conversation from LBS community.
Okay.
Yes, I want to find out if because this is the stage week ago we just now financial relation to do all of the processes that is to do COVID-19 test and the police clearance for a half and a half, all of the documents. But then the GPA is 3.2 GPA. My how to call it? My motivation letter, they are all ready. But then if is assurance or possibility of acceptance if you apply.
You have to go through the recruitment. No, you gotta prove yourself.
Want to go now? Yeah, please, sir. Okay, so I mean, make use of the opportunity. Apply. Yeah, just go on the Facebook page.
I'm making use of it, and I'm sure of it. But then the GPA qualification, I have it. But whether if I apply based on GPA qualification, I'll be accepted. That's what I'm saying.
We're not taking people only on GPA, sir. You have to go through the recruitment process to prove your GPA.
So I want to address my concern.
Okay, we'll address it when you go.
Okay. Now on the GPA,
you gotta
all the criteria you have to pass, you have to submit other, important documents as well. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, sir.
I just want to say hello to your studio guests. Just to also add on to what they were saying, I listened to her when she said there was this student that they have, and this person was asked, in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself? And the person said to the manager, I see myself in your position. Sometimes you have to be like professional in answering some of these questions. The way she answered that question, some manager will feel offended that, okay, this person is here actually for my job, which shouldn't be the case. But then you that is being asked, there are times before you even go for interview, there are a lot of tips that you can go through on YouTube and see how best you can answer some of these questions. And it gives you that kind of a guidance. The person asks you in the next 5 years, what do you want to see yourself? They're talking about your professional growth, not ready to attack their current position. That is one. The next one, if women, most of the things that I see that they face as a form of challenge in terms of applying, the way in which they do their cover letters, the way in which they structure their CV. So now HR have like up to like 100 plus letters that they have to look through. And each letter, they will take less than 30 seconds just to look at the structure of the way in which you do your CV, the way you do your cover letter, then they are able to go in depth. So if your CV is not being well structured, if your cover letter is not also being well structured, you also face this kind of challenges. So that is the kind of a reason where you see men more involved and ahead of this kind of a process.
Because of cover letter,
I'm just talking about some of these strategies, which some of the women are so like.
So women let up the phone.
And see how
so women let up the phone.
And put in, some of the requirements that is required based on the position description or the job description.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just my contribution.
All right. So if you were asked, 5 years from now, I'm the manager now, asking you 5 years from now, what do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
If the person is like,
no, not the person. I mean you.
You the
person.
I'm putting myself in a position that question is being asked. So like, this is a manager, right? And I'm an officer, right?
Yeah.
And so what I would tell the person is about I'm seeing myself like upgrading my skill and becoming a better person to support the organization. You're not only going to talk about yourself, but you're also talking about the level of contribution.
The person was just trying to be constructive. You don't want to remain, in one position forever. The person was just trying to be constructive. Like if you want to be like the manager, that means you have to work hard. You have to work. It requires everything. You have to submit. You have to be submissive. You have to be patient. You have to, be a team player, result oriented, and it will lead you to the position that the person is in. Is that something that you just jump from where you are to go to get the person's position? So I don't know, but anyway, thanks for your participation.
Magdalene.
Hashford.
So this is where you find the story written by Wilton Saga who once his father.
Okay.
And the father got vexed. Every person wants to see the child excel in life more than what they did. So if the person says, as 5 years from now, I see myself in your position, is that a bad answer? Because the person says you're talking to somebody have to, succeed them. Somebody have to take after them. So why would you say the person answer is wrong? It's offensive. You should expect somebody to always take your place or go beyond you. That they get it out of not live forever. Somebody will have to take your place. So thank you very much.
Okay. I think we'll take one more caller. Yeah. Women already again. You want to call? Yeah. Okay. Abrata. Okay. So thanks so kindly to Madam Siata and Ranavlin. Yeah, no, we're not taking calls again. We're not taking calls. Yes, thanks so kindly for being our guests this evening. From this afternoon, we are now. Yeah, so can you please do your parting comments? Ranavlin, let me begin with.
Yeah, Magdalene, thank you so very much. You're doing an amazing job. I want to applaud you for all of the things you're doing. And also, I just want to tell everyone out there, especially young women and girls, please apply for the PYPP program. Person with disability and young men as well, apply for the PYPP program. You can follow us on Facebook, President Young Professional Program. And we have ending on January 18 and 19. 18 for only women and 19 for men. It will be at the ABU University auditorium. So 10 o'clock, please.
Okay, Madam Edie.
Well, thank you, Madeline, for having us. Thank you to all the listeners for listening to us. It was a wonderful time to be here. We didn't plan to stay long, but we really had a great discussion. We want to encourage everybody to apply for PYPP, President's Young Professionals Program. It's a non-for-profit organization. It's also supported by the government of Liberia because we work directly with them. We want to encourage men, women, persons with disabilities to apply. We intend to step up the percentage of women in our program from 46 to 50%. We hope that you can apply. Thank you so much, Madeline. We are grateful for the opportunity.
Okay. And this is how we want to draw the curtains on today's edition of State of the Nation. Hey, Mami, where you going? Consider yet? Yeah, so what you learned today?
Actually, I learned a lot. Yeah.
Tell me, what are the main things you learned?
Okay, the first one I learned is that you have to encourage more women to put that time to become the next future leader. Because during those days, you hardly see women in school. You allowed men to graduate from school first before women go to school. You will just see women home cooking, doing everything. But these days, you see women at the top. Yeah, and also I would like to encourage our sisters, girls, females out there to be the next future leader for tomorrow.
Yeah. So they shouldn't only be cooking?
Yeah, they shouldn't be cooking.
So to your house, who can cook?
No, my sister can cook, but they are...
Okay, sister, today, you don't be cooking here. You gotta send her 7 days in a week. Then in 3 days, you take 4. You gotta be selling too.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. No, actually, women need to be home too, but for all due respect, they needed to be in school. Okay. Yeah, because female, we cannot sit and see our sisters are just home and
do you help your sister with the housework? Maya, you on the radio.
Yes.
You have.
I have.
Because
sometimes.
I mean, you hear 24 hours. You just learning. you sit there. You coordinate sound. You write stories. You listen to interview. You going to at the end of the day, you're going to do story that the interview right now. Yeah. I know you're going to work on something.
Yeah.
I want to hear the voices of these 2 brilliant young women.
Yeah, I'm going to do something.
How do you help with the house chores? Okay. You just suffering your sister of mine.
No, not
really. Okay, tell me something.
Okay, sometimes before I come to the radio station in the morning, I do. Sometimes I help chores.
That's sometimes so.
Yes.
When you feel like.
No. Most often I help them in drawing water. Sometimes to cook. Yeah, and sometimes when I don't have some work to do. Yeah, at the radio station, I just go help them. I say, "Oh, me cook today." So I can cook.
Soup.
My favorite soup is pepper soup.
I know it can be sweet.
No. Pepper soup, people say pepper soup is hard to cook. Yeah, so my favorite soup. So just imagine people can say that pepper soup is hard to cook, but just imagine me cooking pepper soup.
Okay, so tell me your advice to fathers, let's say to parents. You listen to Miss Johnson, how her father was very supportive, even Madam Damita, how her family too were very supportive. So I know you come from a very great family. So what can you tell families out there when it comes to being supportive?
Okay, actually, the parents are the backbones of every successful person. Well, before you can become a successful person, your parents have to help you in the process. If your parents or your guardians are not there supporting you, it is difficult to be successful. So my words are there to all parents or guardians in order to help your child or your children to be successful by guiding them in the process. There are some things they are doing within yourself, you know that it is not good for them, and when they do it, it will be a backfire for the family. You need to counsel that person and put them on the rightful path. Sometimes you may say, "Oh, every time I talk to you, but you cannot listen." Keep talking to the person. It's not one day, it's not 2 days that you tell the person will listen. You need to do a continual process that the person will one day and say yeah. Like sometimes I do some interview with some less fortunate brothers. They say, "Oh, my man, I don't care how often they say to the we cannot listen. Except yourself sit down and decide that, oh yeah, I'll move on the street. That's the only time I'll move on the street."
Okay.
So that's it.
So you do housework. So it tells me we closing now.
Yes.
It tells me that you're gonna be a good husband in the future.
So my wife will not like
you're in the mail.
Yeah, my wife will not say, "Oh yeah, you can cook, you can do no housework." Yeah, for me sometimes I'll do my washing. Yeah.
You wash your own clothes?
No. I guess sister I can watch, but sometimes
you suffering your sister. Why you can watch your clothes?
There are many. So sometimes I just tell
they treat you like darling boy.
Yeah, the last child.
No, we gotta go. I will take on you tomorrow.
Okay.
But until then, I want to say thank you so much for following. Thanks to our listeners and our viewers. Thanks so much to our exceptional guests. What all the adjectives to use? Okay, I'll just say they were so great, and these as great young women who are contributing to our society. Thanks so much. See you on tomorrow.
Freedom land when this happens.